Good morning, Sid here from Border Archery. Down in the course today, and I thought I'd try and show you some of the things that we now stock, the things that we make and the products that we choose to match ours. So first off, we've now got hoodies and lo and behold, t-shirts as well, same logo. Right, yeah, so black, greys, whites, that kind of thing, different sizes. But anyway, I thought I'd also show you, for example, the little AX bag. Okay, this bag takes a recurve, and as you'll see, it's strung. Now, it's got a pocket for putting your arm guards, tabs, gloves, whatever, some Allen keys, bits and pieces, spare string. But the more fun, it's also, sorry, I should have said, it's also got a strap for just throwing over your shoulder and getting to wherever you need to be. It's quite simple. Yeah, it's a brilliantly padded, very high quality bag. But the advantage to it is, as you can see, there's something hanging out this end, right? It comes with the bag for protecting your feathers, but let's, I should have done this on a table, but hey, we are where we are. There we go. So, there you go, strung bow, okay? Yeah? Now, let's have a look at this bow, for example. Arcor, got the ultra deflex grip on it. Yeah, gives you more deflex because you don't have the thickness of the grip to contend with. This bow is a lovely little setup. It's a 17-inch Tempest, and what you can see here is it's got our own arrows. This is a working bow. It's got our own arrows. We've got them in a wood finish as well as the plain carbon finish. They come in a 700 up to 300 spine. We've also got 3-inch and 4-inch fletch. We've got 100 grain points, 125 and 150 grain points, stainless steel screw-ins. Now, this bow is pretty much set up so that it balances ever so slightly forward. So if I take it one finger, you'll see it slightly tips forward, which is quite a funky feeling. Now with this amount of deflex, that's actually quite hard to achieve. What I've got is our own internally made bottle weights. I've got the 3 mushroom weights on the front. The bottle weights come in a 100 up to 400 gram. It's also got a weighted limb bolt so that you can change things around. I don't think there is a more versatile setup than this. Yeah. Now these limb bolts, I do believe, also fit the Satori, Buffalo, etc. You can have them on the top and the bottom. So if you like your bow bottom weighted, you can do that. I don't recommend it because if you're shooting from a tree stand, the bow will want to fall that way, and then if you're shooting uphill, it will want to fall back that way, which changes your grip pressure, which changes your tiller. But I think what I also wanted to try and show was our strike plate and hump. Now this is one of the 3D printed ones, one of the prototypes. So the hump allows you to get up to and level with the strike plate. Now the strike plate is very easily adjustable for centre shot, for those that understand how centre shot works in terms of your arrow spine, your tune. But I think the bit that I wanted to get to with this particular bow is the quiver extenders. Now, nice little Thunderhorn quiver. We like them a lot. We've been selling them for many years. We think they match up with our bows quite nicely. But what the quiver extender plates allow you to do is to start playing around with the gravity of the bow, the balance. Okay, so if I get the right Allen key out, so if I slacken off the screws, what you'll see is that we can move the quiver around quite easily. Okay, now, sorry, trying to do this in a video, it's not that easy. So normally the quiver would be somewhere mounted like there, which means it's down inside the bow. The arrows are pointing up or straight into this space here. But because the weight of the hood, etc., is back here, then the bow will want to try and fall over backwards, right? Because of the weight of the quiver. Okay, so with the quiver extenders, you get to move things around whichever way you want, right? So you get to wriggle them around, you get to put the feathers into a protected space in the bow, yeah? Or you can have the whole thing sitting back or sitting forwards, where the balance is more in front. Now, if I unscrew it completely, I could probably move that down a little. Now, so to pull the arrows into space, right? So this allows you to fully move the quiver, the whole quiver around, and move its mass, move the position. Now, this is a 17-inch riser, so it's not necessarily a requirement here, but one of the quirks of having the hood of what, 4.5 inches, 5.5, 6 inches, okay, is that it creates a fan which stops your arrows rubbing together. Okay, now if you're running a 21-inch riser, the distance between here and the hood and the clips is substantially different, which means the fan doesn't happen. So I've got a lot of friction here, so this isn't going to be that easy to do in the video. But what you can do is you can run the two together where it brings them closer together, which gives you a wider fan if that's what you're looking for. Okay, so overall, one quiver extender plate allows you to play with the position of the hood and therefore the angle of the arrows in the bow, but the second one allows you to move the whole damn thing around and please yourself as to where you put things. Okay, so we think it's probably the most versatile high-left setup you could probably get, because if your hump rest, you can shoot it off the shelf, you can shoot it from an elevated rest, you can use a strike plate, you could use a button if you want. Some of the smaller micro buttons, they fit in there if you want to use a quiver. If you don't want to use a quiver, then you can use whatever you want. Then you've also got your extenders to move things around. Then you've also got multiple locations for adding as much weight as you want to the bow. For example, you could have 400 here, 400 here, 300 there, plus 100 on here. You can move things around. If you've got the 19, 21, 23, 25 or 27, you can mount weights in this central lower location here, and then good old Arcor can do the extra deflex, the ultra deflex grips, or you can put any other grip on it that you like, as well as having your, well, standard ILF adjustment. Now you'll notice that our system is missing the screws, the side screws. That's because our lateral limb alignment system works completely different to everything else in the market. But one thing that is for sure is that you cannot lose any screws whilst out in field in terms of your LLA. Even your limb bolts the bolts for holding the limb bolts in place, the back screws, the lock screws, they are captive as well. You can't get them out. Nothing can fall apart, okay, on the bow itself. So there you go. Between the little AX bag, the bottle weights, quiver extenders, quivers, etc., humps, strike plates, we think, get tickled by a tree, we think we probably have one of the most versatile ILF setups on the market in terms of accessories, adjustability and general tunability of the way you want your bow. Okay, so again, that quiver bolt system applies up to a 21 inch, and then after that you go into having stabilizer mounts on the 23 up to the 27. Pretty much all of this is all available on our Covert Hunter or wooden ILF risers as well. Alright, there's a few minor technicalities that don't apply, but it's all available. The quiver inserts, the quiver extender plates can all be applied to our wooden bows. They can be applied to the Moss Trooper one piece, they can be applied to the Warthog, to the Harrier Royale, for example. It can all be done. Alright, so the quiver extenders, for example, work very well with the Harrier GL because it allows you to move the hood and the clips further apart. Alright, so we think we've got a lot of accessories, and for you guys to be able to buy them, we're currently working on a web shop and new website. Alright, so please share the video, like, subscribe, comments. I'll do my best to answer. You guys know this. And as those that have just been here last weekend, you'll probably know the SRT targets that we got, the new ones, on our course. If you were here at the course or you've been to the course at some point in the past, again, stick a like and let us know that you appreciate our work that we're trying to do for archery, as well as the development of product. Alright, thanks for watching.